Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Saturday chat at 2 p.m. or 2:30 Eastern Time. For those that are watching live, welcome. I'm not sure how many people knew I launched the chat this Saturday instead of Sunday, but as I mentioned in the past few weeks, going forward, I will alternate between Saturday and Sunday, just so that different people will get a chance to participate in the chat if they wish. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here yapping by myself for 30 to 45 minutes. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I spent, the last time I had the chat was Wednesday. And then basically that was my point of traveling from Florida to Boston. And then I did not get back until late Monday night. Okay, so it was crazy busy as always with holiday travel, but I'm glad I did. My dad's doing well. He officially retired this year. He's 81 officially, and for his retirement party, he has been with the same company for the past 21 years. And they threw him a big party, and then they gave him 2 American Eagle golden coins. So he was very proud to show me those 2 gold coins that his company gave him for his party. 21 years. It's hard to believe, but the majority of us, this generation, my generation, I think not that many people would stick at any job for 21 years. So a big kudos to my dad to be at the same company for 21 years. He came to America and lived his American dream. With that, one thing I want to point out is, you notice that I think for most people, if they follow my channel on a regular basis, probably did not know that I took off and go away for 5 days. And I can't say enough about how important I think it is for people to be careful on social media. I have a lot of families and friends that can't help posting pictures of themselves at every single, on a daily basis, on vacation, as if they like to broadcast to the whole world, we are away from home. Please feel free to rob our house. I ask my wife at every trip to stay off posting pictures and things on Facebook that we are on vacation, that we are away, so that it's precaution. It's nothing wrong with waiting a few days until you get home to post pictures on Facebook or whatever, or make YouTube videos and tell people that you just came back from a vacation. That's the safer way to do. I have known and heard of people getting robbed, their house broken into because they announced on Facebook that they are away, they're not home. So use some common sense, people. I have friends that will post Instagram pictures or Facebook pictures or send tweets even when they go out to eat at a restaurant. I'm just like, do you need that? Do you need to tell the world that you're not home? We are living in a crazy time where social media is just a big invitation for problem. Okay, so I can't stress enough for people to use some common sense when you use social media. Okay? Don't announce to the world that you're not home. Please, okay? Use some common sense. So that PSA out of the way, now we can talk about other things. I would say the big thing this week is the Batman versus Superman trailer. Okay, I saw that little 30-40 second trailer teaser where Batman was being chained up and then Superman walked in and ripped his mask off. So I did see that 40-something second trailer. I think that was on Tuesday, during near the end of the Gotham show. Yes, I did actually sit and watch Gotham live for once instead of waiting for the DVR to tape so I can skip. So I actually watched it live because I wanted to see the trailer, the 45-second teaser, and that looked cool. You know, I mean, it's. Like I said, my reaction was, oh, cool. You know, it's not something that I'm saying awesome. I'm excited about the movie, yes, but the trailer did not get me any more or less excited about the movie. And then when Wednesday came around, and I get to see the full trailer. Okay, I will give you my take of that trailer. I have heard and watched many debates and reactions to this trailer. The fanboys are in a tizzy. Okay, you know, personally, I love the trailer. Regardless of what happened, I love the trailer. I thought it looked great. I thought having a chance to see Ben Affleck deliver his lines in the first 30 seconds or so when he met when he met Clark Kent at the party, that was awesome. I don't mind the Lex Luthor. A lot of people thought it was insanely bad or annoying that Lex Luthor came across like a clown or sounded stupid. I didn't mind it, you know. It didn't bother me. We have had now, this is a third version of Lex Luthor. Okay, so whether they intentionally want to go a different route to differentiate this Lex Luthor compared to the other two, Kevin Spacey and Jack Nicklaus, it doesn't bother me at all. Now, the thing that people get really mad, of course, is the intro of Doomsday. I'm torn about that, okay? Personally, I don't need to see that. I'm not horrified that they put it in the trailer. I'm not bummed out that I'm spoiled. The internet, the buzz, the rumors has been going on for 6 months, if not longer, that Doomsday is in the movie. Okay? It's also so much rumor and chatters about how potentially Zod body is gonna be used somehow to create Doomsday. That has been talked about and discussed for 6 months, if not longer. So none of it is news. The trailer confirmed it. Okay, so in many ways, it's not shocking news. but I understand the fanboy that get annoyed that it showed too much. I understand that viewpoint. I love the part where Wonder Woman used her shield. That part was awesome. And then see the Trinity together. I like that. I didn't mind that. A lot of people hate that part also. And I'm just like, you know, I heard a lot of people complain, this is Batman versus Superman. You're ruining the movie by showing the Trinity. I'm like, no, the title of the movie is Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. So the teaming up, the creation, the beginning of the Justice League is part of the title. So no, they're not ruining the movie. They are not showing their hands too much. For me, it's expected. The only thing that was a surprise the only thing that was a surprise really is Doomsday, because sure, I heard the rumors. There are plenty of rumors going around, but at the end of the day, that's the only thing that was a surprise. But as we probably already know, Doomsday is going to be a very small part of the plot. Very small, in my opinion. You know, he's just a little piece of the plot that ties in the heroes. I could be wrong until I see the movie. I don't know, but all in all, I thought the trailer looked awesome. Absolutely awesome. It exceeded my expectation. They even show a slight, well, a little humor with the way, Batman and Superman say, "Is she with you? I thought she was with you." I love the voice of Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is massive. He's big. Even in his regular suit, he's bigger than Superman. That is awesome. That is just awesome. I love that. I love the fact that he is so big. Oh, I'm so excited. So yes, I am more excited about the movie after the trailer. I'm in the camp that I'm not disappointed that there are a little spoiler. They show a little bit too much. That's okay. These days with social media, with the way the internet, with the way YouTube is, unless you live in a rock, the odds that you're gonna get spoiled on any secrets of just about every movie is likely to be spoiled. Before I tried my best to avoid spoilers for the Avengers, and guess what? It didn't take long before I heard that Thanos is in the movie at the end. So does it bother me? Does it ruin the movie for me that Thanos is revealed? I found that Thanos is somehow in a big plot. Not really. The movie, the good and bad of the movie speak for itself. And same thing with, some people overreact so much as if like the trailers spoil the movie so much that they no longer want to go see the movie. Really? Wow. Okay. If that's the case, then I guess you don't watch any movies, because just about every movie's out there. Very few. In the old days, trailers are very different. I remember through the 80s, even the 90s, trailers was not the way it is today. For the past 10, 15 years, trailers have given away way too much for most occasions. So for anyone to complain that this trailer showed too much, I hate to say it, many trailers show too much. Get used to it. Either you stop watching trailers, somehow avoid YouTube and all the social media buzz about any trailers, or it is what it is, and for me, it's okay. If I was the head of Warner Brothers, I would have approached this differently. But at the same time, the studios have their reasons. Who know why they do what they do, why they felt a need to. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Speaking of spoiling, and people hate. What about the Captain America Civil War trailers? What part of the storyline has not been spoiled? Is there any secret to that? From watching the trailer, you get a good ideas of which side everybody is, from Black Widow to Falcon to War Machine. So is there anything from the Civil War trailers that didn't spoil that movie. You know, so I think people need to calm down a little bit when it comes down to those things, because trust me, I can nitpick many trailers that they gave away too much of the storyline. Okay, so at the end of the day, I think sometimes fanboys overreact to a point of lunacy. Okay, I call it lunacy. You know, I mean, I never enjoy debates with fanboys that have reached the point of illogical. You know, I got into a debate way back when Man of Steel came out with one of the hardcore fanboy of Superman. You know, he was like, he went on and on and on about how much he hates the movie, how this is not the Superman he loves, which I understand. I understand that this is a different Superman than what most people, most hardcore collector are used to for the past 30, 40, 50 years. I understand that. I sympathize with the view that this is a different Superman. But then he went beyond reason into the realm of lunacy when he said, Superman didn't save anybody. Superman, he keeps saying, Superman destroyed everything. He didn't save anybody. He keeps saying, this is wrong. Superman didn't save anybody. Let me repeat that. Superman didn't save anybody. Hello. Okay, he add to that, Superman would never kill. Superman would never kill. He didn't save anybody. In this movie, Superman killed and destroyed, blah, blah, blah. I tried my best to reason with him. You can just go to the very end scene. He killed because he had to in order to save the family. Zod was going to kill the family in front of him with his laser beam eyes. So Superman had to kill to save. So once again, you know, it's hard to debate people intelligently when they reach that point of lunacy, because nothing is clear. They're clouded with hatred, bitterness. That it make, like I said, I can sense when the debate has reached that point where it's not gonna be fruitful for me to stick around to debate further, because the other person has reached the point of lunacy. So yes, I have seen a lot of anger from the general fanboys when they see the Batman versus Superman trailer. Okay, so I in many ways I can understand the hatred for spoiling, but at the same time, ease up a little bit. Okay, ease up. There's more to life than that. People are taking things way too seriously. It's a movie. Okay, there's more to life. There's a lot more serious things in life than that. And I am passionate about movies, so it's not as if I don't love movies. Okay, so you're talking about someone that love movie, enjoy good movies. So sure, in a perfect world, who doesn't want to have a perfect trailer that just give you enough to get you excited, yet doesn't spoil the storylines? Who doesn't? But how can you poo-poo on this trailer and not poo-poo on Captain America trailers? What part of Captain America Civil War trailer has not been spoiled? Which part? You know, the only question mark is what side Black Panther's gonna be in, but Marvel already spoiled that by releasing the storyline to say that Black Panther's gonna be the one in the middle. So where are the fanboys outraged on Marvel spoiling the whole storyline for Captain America? See, this is the kind of nonsense that drive me nutty when it comes down to fanboy going crazy on DC and not Marvel. Marvel get a lot of pass. Okay, fanboys in general, the comic fanboys in general, give Marvel a lot of pass, but they give DC less slack. Maybe it's my wrong perception, but just look at what's going on with comic books. How many people, how many outrage did you see on YouTube or online or everywhere when Marvel went crazy with 80 Star Wars #1 variant compared to the backlash that DC received for Dark Knight 3, The Master Race? Think about that. Think about what's going on this past week with Dark Knight, The Master Race compared to Star Wars #1 last year with 80 variant. Where if I'm wrong, point me to those videos. Okay, point me to those videos of the outrage of the fanboy, because I recall seeing a lot of videos of people showing all the different covers they buy. But today, as of now, I see a lot of video of people saying, "I'm not buying the Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. Hell with that. I'm not spending $5.99. I'm not going to be raped and pillaged by DC." Well, I hope you didn't buy 5 covers of the Star Wars #1, because if you did, then you're a hypocrite. Just saying. Just point out the obvious. Now, if you bypass the Star Wars, then you can talk. But if you buy a bunch of Star Wars #1 and at the same time poo-poo the Dark Knight, then yeah, welcome to the world of hypocrisy. Other than that, let's see. TV. I finally caught up on Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not sure if the latest episode is the last episode until next year. If it is, I think it is. I could be wrong, but what a cliffhanger. Okay, I might spoil it for those that haven't watched the show. It's a great show. Okay, I enjoy Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. as far as network superhero TV show. You know, we're talking about Arrow, Flash, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Gotham. I think Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is my easily favorite network TV show, network superhero TV show. It's very well done. The storyline is great. And wow, what a cliffhanger mid-season we have when Coulson jumped off the plane and went right through the black hole or portal. I got chilled. I'm like, my reaction when I saw that scene was just like, what a kick-ass clip. That was kick-ass. Thumbs up. Gotham, I'm glad. I actually like that last episode more than the first few. So maybe it's improving. That's all I can say. Gotham first 3 episodes was painful for me to watch. Painful. And then slowly it improved, and the last episode was actually not bad. I had nothing to complain. Flash has been consistent. Arrow, I just don't have much bad or good thing to say. Arrow has dropped down to number 3 or 4, tied with Gotham as far as my concern. Flash is definitely number 2, and Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is number 1. Fantastic. On the TV front, I saw something on Netflix that was fantastic a couple days ago. I wish I have my iPad here, but on Netflix, there is a hour-and-a-half documentary by William Shatner. It's a documentary on the making behind the scenes of Star Trek Next Generation. With the new Star Trek show hitting the TV in 2 years, Netflix found a gem, and it's fantastic because I watched Star Trek Generation, but I don't really know anything about the backstory, the struggle, the conflict, the problem with putting the show together. So it was fantastic to see, William Shatner host the show, talk to the producer, the actors, the directors, and see the problems and hear things that I didn't realize, And this kind of plays into, social media and YouTube in general, because often we don't know what we see on TV in front of the screen is really barely touching the surface. If you watch that documentary, if I can remember the name of the show, let me look it up while I'm talking. It's fantastic because I had no idea how trouble or the personal issues that Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, I'm always messed up his last name. So I'm sure I just butchered his last name again. The creator of Star Trek, how trouble he was. He had substance abuse issue. He had some ego issues with how he wanted to control the show, how much he fight with the studio as far as the even hiring the actors to play Jean-Luc Picard. He wanted somebody that was handsome, like James T. Kirk, not some bald guy. But when he finally hear Jean-Luc Picard spoke the lines, that was it for him. And how much they argue over the storylines and everything. It's a fascinating backstory for those that love Star Trek, and I love Star Trek. My favorite though is not others' favorite. Next Generation was great, but if I had to rank Star Trek show, the one that came right after Next Generation, if not tie Next Generation, is Deep Space Nine. I love Deep Space Nine. That's like a great show for me. I love it. I love Deep Space Nine. If there was a show that I couldn't wait to see every week, was Deep Space Nine. Very well done. I love the character. I fell in love with the Ferengi. I love the Ferengi. Yeah. Up until that point, I love William Shatner, right? I love the Klingons. There's many things about Star Trek that I love. But, when Deep Space Nine introduced the Ferengi, I love it. Well, the Ferengi was introduced in the Next Generation, but briefly. But, one of the main characters of Deep Space Nine is a Ferengi, and I just love the actor. Every time where the story focus with the Ferengi, I love it. I want to be a Ferengi. I want to focus on prophets. Prophets, yes. I'm trying to find that show for you. Bear with me. Sorry for the clumsy delay. Where is it? Okay, I found it. If you're on Netflix, Chaos on the Bridge. That's the name of the 1 hour documentary called Chaos on the Bridge. It came out in 2014. It's narrated and hosted by William Shatner. And, it's fantastic. It's the short narrative of the show is William Shatner writes and directs this documentary that tells the true behind-the-scenes story of the creation of Star Trek, The Next Generation. Awesome. A must-watch for Trekkies, okay? And I consider myself a Trekkie. So yes, that's... and that's about everything that I have. I think that's about everything that I thought about when I sit down for this chat. Let me think if there's anything else worth talking about before I sign off on this chat. Didn't buy anything. For those that watch my recent videos where I showed the few things I bought when I went to Newberry Comics in Boston. That's the only thing I bought the last couple of days. I will load the comic auction recap tomorrow. I did both video for the original art section and the comic books. I load the art section first yesterday, and I will load the comic section tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the big Comic Connect auction next week. Woo! This one is gonna be a doozy. How high would this cover go? Bernie Wrightson greatness right there. There's a lot of sweet stuff in this auction. Not one of my favorite catalog from Comic Connect. Kind of chintzy, kind of flimsy, kind of not enough. I wish there was more. I do. I wish there was more to it. I can't say enough on how much I enjoy the Heritage catalog over everybody else. Now, I will make a separate videos, of course, to discuss my views on Heritage, Comic Connect, and Comic Link. I have been asked that question many times. I will do a separate you ask, I answer video regarding my thoughts on those three companies, their methods of advertising, their fee structures, and what I think about them. Hopefully that will be an interesting video for those that want to hear my thoughts on why I like certain companies. Why, at the end of the day, all three have flaws. All three have pros and cons. Okay, there are things at all three that I would change if I run the business. All three have issues. They all have their good points and some bad points. I have bid in all three houses. Okay, so to me, I don't have a problem bidding in any one of those venues. It's more about the books. At the end of the day, if they have the right books, hey, even if the devil have the right book, I will buy from the devil. I know some people hate to hear that. Oh, you buy books from bad people? Or how dare you? As if I know the background of every seller. Let's get real, okay? I think a lot of people have a negative reaction on anyone if they see someone doing business with somebody they don't like. How we like and dislike another person is our own business, and how other people like or dislike other people, it's their business. That's all I had to say about that topic. We judge. I think each one of us should judge everyone on our own experience. Okay, that's my take on this whole YouTube madness that we have recently. There's a lot of hating that's going on, and my view is that, similar to what I talked about before, when I make a little video talking about my take on what a community is. Okay, a community is not, very few community, virtual or in real life, are harmonious. Okay, that's nonsense thinking. Let me put it very clearly. It's nonsense thinking to think that any community, virtual or real, can be harmonious. Okay, there is no perfect community where there's no crime, everyone love each other and support each other. There's no such thing. Okay, every community had bad people, had thieves, thugs, bad people, good people, generous people, mean people, you name it. It's all kind. That's life. And how I approach YouTube and how I approach my community is based solely on my personal experience with each individual. That's all I can base it on. Not some kind of hearsay. This person tell me not to talk to that person, not be friend with that, not do business with that person. I'm a grown man. I can make my own decision, right? And that's it. That's all I have. I would love to buy something cool for Christmas as a present to myself, but I can't seem to think of anything I need. I have everything. Life is good. Life is very good. I can't say enough about how lucky I am. I have everything I need. Okay, that's all I have for this thing. Have a good weekend. The next chat will be the regular schedule on Sunday. Sunday at 11 a.m. Getting old, forgetting things. But 11 a.m. next Sunday will be the next chat, and then the week after that would likely be another Saturday chat. Like I said, I'm going to be switching up here and there just so that it exposes the chat to different group of people. Who knows? Some people might be able to participate. But at the end of the day, we are in the holiday season, so it's tough for people. People are busy doing things, so I don't expect a lot of participation as I normally would, because the holiday seasons are here. People have better things to do than watch YouTube video or me in general. That's it. Nothing else to say. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week. Bye.